At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too, because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.
Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Krueger here. It is Coffee with Krueger on this Wednesday. What is today's date? October 23rd? We're almost finishing up October. We got Halloween coming up here soon as well. Who's checking in this morning already? Got a lot of people checking in. Delinda, Shelley from Weaverville. A little chilly up here in the mountains this morning. And Chappie Debbie is saying good morning to everyone. You know, I'm still not feeling 100%. I went to bed extra early. Typically try to go to bed at 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to bed at like 6 o'clock. It's kind of crazy. But it's been nice getting some of that extra sleep in there as well. Hey, by the way, I want to show you this. This is a beautiful picture. I just kind of checked in this morning. In fact, right before I went on Coffee with Krueger, saw that Rowdy sent in this picture from Jedediah Smith Redwoods. You know, yesterday evening, my wife went out, was taking some pictures of the sunset here, and I was looking at it too. I'm like, wow, it was absolutely gorgeous. You know, when you got that cloud cover out there, that can make for a gorgeous sunset. So, by the way, I want to remind you, if you want to send in your pictures, you can do it very easily from the free Weather NorCal app. You take your picture, and then you can, from your phone, send it to my weather computer. My weather computer will store it right there for you, and we can take a look at some of those pictures that you all send in. So I want to thank you, Rowdy, for sending in that beautiful shot right there. We've also got Jay saying have the wood-burning stove going this morning. Yeah, I mean, it's that time of the year we want to start warming ourselves up. In fact, it's so cold out there that there is a frost advisory for parts of the North Coast here for tonight and into tomorrow morning. There's also a freeze warning for central and western Siskiyou County for tonight and into tomorrow morning. And I'd be willing to guess that they'll probably extend that watch and warning here as we go through the rest of the day today, because again, it's going to be tonight and tomorrow morning that we get some of those colder temperatures really beginning to move on in. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Krueger's Quickcast this morning. Many of you checking in just to kind of see what's going on with the weather here, and we can do that pretty quickly here. Now, we're going to start off with the radar because, yes, we are seeing some rain. That is in extreme southwestern Oregon. Now, some of that could push southward into Del Norte County here over the next couple of hours into places like Crescent City, Gas Key, for example, maybe seeing some of those showers, and even around Happy Camp, for example, as well. So there you can see, again, that shower activity up to the north. Now, that will just slowly push eastward. I think most of the rain and snow will be to our north, but we can't rule out some of that activity in even Siskiyou County or Modoc County. Right now, it's pretty cool, upper 40s, low 50s in the valley. And we've got those temperatures in the 20s and 30s for many of the higher elevations, although you can see about 35 for Bernie, 41 for Hayfork, and in the low to mid 40s, although 49 for Crescent City and 42 degrees in Eureka. Looking at that visibility out there, 10 mile plus in Crescent City, looks like we do have a little bit more fog, some lower visibility out in Eureka. This is looking out at Elk Country in Trinidad, just north of Trinidad, as a matter of fact, and it's turning out to be you can kind of see some of the clouds off of the distance, but it doesn't look like the visibility is all that low. We're going to take you out to Crescent City. This is the Harbor District Cam. There you can see another boat going out to do some fishing here. But if you look off in the distance here, you can see Battery Point first and foremost, that blinking light. But another thing that you'll notice here, if you look closely, you'll see a lot of the overcast skies that we do have overhead, but still looking at dry conditions. But Crescent City could see a chance for a shower or two. And there's it looks like somebody heading out, that boat is heading out to the dock and picking up that fisherman there, getting ready to do some morning fishing and get some of that fresh fish that we all love in the Crescent City area. All right, let's take a look at that visibility again. We're down to about 10 mile visibility in Crescent City. Actually, it's improved since I just last showed you. Now we're up to about 9 mile visibility in Eureka. So I'd love to hear what some of you in the coast are dealing with here as far as visibility is concerned. But looks like there is some patchy fog that we could see this morning for parts of the coast. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy skies there. We are going to be looking at a few clouds today. Any chances for showers are going to hold off until the mid-morning hours for places like Del Norte County, and eventually this afternoon for Siskiyou and Modoc counties, which we'll take a look at that in Futurecast here in just a second. Now, a lot of the clouds that we did see yesterday kind of pushed up to our north, and we still have some more of those clouds kind of filtering in here this morning, with most of the rain confined over southwestern Oregon this morning. But let's take a look at Futurecast, and here we are at about 10 o'clock this morning. It's going to try to push southward into Del Norte County. By around noon, Del Norte, northwestern Siskiyou County, seeing some of those showers. Then by the afternoon hours, we're seeing it kind of pushing through central Siskiyou County. And then this afternoon into this evening, we're seeing that rain making its way into Modoc County before it pushes off to the east here later this evening. And we're dry by this evening and tonight. Looks like it will be dry for tomorrow and Friday as well, but eventually maybe some more showers by the second half of the weekend. A freeze warning for central western Siskiyou County tonight. Temperatures there in the mid to upper 20s, even some low 30s, and the frost advisory for most of Humboldt County for tonight into tomorrow morning as well. Bottom line, if you live in any of these areas, and really quite honestly, if you live in the mountains and you're concerned about any plants or vegetation that you have that needs to be protected from the cold temperatures, you just may want to play it safe today and cover all of those plants here for tonight. And make sure your pets, too, have somewhere warm to sleep here for tonight. Temperatures today are going to be in the upper 70s to maybe even around 80 for some of the warmer spots in the valley. You'll notice Dunsmuir northward, maybe a chance for some showers this afternoon. Maybe some showers out towards Crescent City and Klamath, Alturas, maybe even Aden seeing a light shower. Otherwise, the rest of us will be looking at dry conditions throughout the day today. Temperatures staying in the upper 70s to around 80 for at least the next several days through Saturday. Chance for showers, and you know what? A lot more confidence in that potential for rain on Sunday into Monday, even for the valley. Not to mention much cooler temperatures, dropping down to the upper 60s. For the coast, there could be some showers as early as Saturday afternoon, including some of the inland areas. Otherwise, Trinity County holding off until Sunday. In fact, really the bulk of the rain is holding off until Sunday into Monday. And then we'll probably be between systems on Tuesday with drier weather there. But then by next Wednesday, next Thursday, maybe another chance for some showers entering the picture. And there, of course, is that chance for showers to the north in Siskiyou and Modoc counties. Otherwise, the eastern mountains will be dry today through Saturday. All right, let's take a look at the latest coming in from the Shoe Fire. And I'm going to check to see if CAL FIRE has updated the Shoe Fire information. A lot of times, when I recorded the 6 o'clock morning hit, it changes, but it has not changed even at 7:08 this morning. It is now at 5,128 acres at 38% containment. Let's take a look at some of the distances here. And really overall, even though the fire has grown, obviously since it started, we're not really seeing it move a whole lot closer to a lot of these communities like Big Bend, now about 10 miles from the fire perimeter there. Take you out to Dunsmuir, there's O'Brien and Montgomery Creek. Nothing terribly concerning here as far as these communities being impacted by the fire, as far as it reaching your community, because we're starting to see more and more of that containment coming in from the fire. And we look at the fire tracker too. This is looking at the latest activity, and now you're getting into those lighter shades of yellow. That's 4 or 5 days old, so we really haven't seen a lot of recent activity coming in from the fire. All right, those wind gusts for right now are actually fairly calm across the board. I do expect the winds to pick up though later this afternoon. For parts of the valley, you could see gusts over 30 miles per hour coming from the northwest. Also some pretty gusty winds here for the eastern mountains. Now, I'm not concerned about fires for the coast, but look how gusty it is there too. You're looking at those gusts over 20 miles per hour. Now, we still expect to see some winds, especially for the valley, for tomorrow morning. But by tomorrow afternoon, those winds should die down significantly. And then for Friday, they may pick back up again coming in from the south. So another factor that we got to look at is the humidity, and you can see it's in the teens and even low 20s. So dry, but we certainly have seen drier conditions here for today. Now, the winds, although they're dying down tomorrow afternoon, we're down into the single, or should I say the mid-teens for those humidity levels. And then as the winds pick up again from the south on Friday, we're down into the single digits to lower teens. So still looking at some of that elevated fire weather risk for the next couple of days. Take a look at Lake Oroville. This is a beautiful sunrise picture that we're seeing right here. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks like someone out there, look on the right of your screen there. Someone was out there and enjoying a nice walk on that beautiful sunrise there at Lake Orville. There's North Forebay. Don't really see much of a sunrise image there. Unfortunately, a little blurry, but you can kind of see that the winds are fairly calm out there this morning. Let's take you out to Main Street Chico on Highway 32. Doesn't look like we have a whole lot of traffic out there this morning. That's also the case for Highway 99 at Neal Road. Traffic is flowing smoothly, although we don't really see much in the way of cloud cover out there this morning. And Sundial Bridge Drive on Highway 44. This is always a still image, but you can see we're not seeing a lot of traffic out there this morning either. All right, I want to remind you that if you can't check in on Coffee with Krueger at 7 a.m. or just checking in on the latest forecast, say you're in a hurry and you just got to get into the car and head on out to work or get the kids out to school, at 7:50 in the morning, you can listen to me with Logan Kane in the morning, and I give the latest forecast. Also at 7:30 in the morning, I give it with Don and Heather in the mornings. You can always listen to that latest forecast. And on News Talk KQMS with Steve and Clark, a little after 8 o'clock in the morning, I do a weather update with them as well. So you have other resources to check out some of the different sources for weather NorCal. Well, good morning to you all. Hope you're having a good start. Of course, that was kind of look at kind of that first forecast. We'll go into the deeper dive forecast here in just a little bit. I did want to show you the national calendar for today and just kind of have a little bit of fun. You can see October 23rd is birthday and events. We saw that yesterday. I'm not exactly sure what that means. We've got National Horror Movie Day, October 23rd today. So who's going to go out and celebrate? You know, I've never really been a big fan of watching horror movies, but, you know, some people enjoy that kind of stuff. And it seems like you go on Netflix and Hulu, that seems to be the main theme, all these horror movies that you can watch. So, you know, that's a thing. Some people enjoy that. National Boston Cream Pie Day. Swallows depart from San Juan Capistrano Day. National Mole Day. Okay. And then National, oh, look at this. Today is National TV Talk Show Host Day. Now, of course, I'm a meteorologist, but I also have my own little talk show host debut here on Coffee with Krueger. So that's what today is. So happy National TV Talk Show Host Day to me. And of course, my colleagues out there. I've got friends that are talk show hosts as well, and I wish them a National TV Talk Show Host Day as well. All right, let's check in with some of you this morning here. Clear and cold, dark and morning here in Arcata. Let's see who's got that going on here. Rowdy is definitely mentioning that here this morning. Rowdy, by the way, thank you for that beautiful, beautiful sunrise picture. In fact, let's take a look at that picture again this morning. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I was kind of surprised to see that and was pleasantly surprised to see that. There is Rowdy Kelly. Thank you again for sending in that beautiful picture. And who doesn't love the Jedediah Smith Redwoods either? I mean, what a beautiful place to live, to be so close to that. You are very fortunate to live in that area. All right, so I want to thank you, Rowdy, for that image there. Wanda Gray is saying it is a chilly start in Shasta Lake. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely looking at some of those colder temperatures out there this morning. So you're definitely going to need, as you're heading out the door this morning, you're probably going to want to make sure that you have something warm to wear. I'm not going to tell you what to wear, but you know, when you got those temperatures in the low to mid 40s in the valley, it's a little bit on the chilly side out there this morning. Kimberly is saying good morning from MacArthur. Hope everyone has a great day. Love the rain on the way, don't want to be in the drought, so yeah, it's all good, yeah. And this rain that we're seeing, it's just going to clip Northern California. There's a chance it just may skip Northern California altogether. Latest forecast model data is bringing in that chance for showers by mid-morning for Del Norte County, this afternoon in Siskiyou County, and this afternoon and evening for Modoc County as it kind of progresses eastward here throughout the day today. We've got Chappie saying, I love sweater weather, although we need some rain. Yes, we could use a little bit more rainfall, and we do have some rain in the forecast, and I feel pretty confident that we'll see some measurable rainfall here by Sunday into Monday. Chappie also saying, I hate horror movies, but I love Boston cream pie. Maybe you could watch a horror movie and eat Boston cream pie at the same time, or just enjoy the Boston cream pie and not watch the horror movie. And then we've got Kimberly saying, love it, right there in front of my face. That's interesting how the the program puts that right there in the center of the screen. All right, well, that is fun. What do you say we get to the deeper dive forecast? And as you know, Coffee with Krueger is made possible by Wind River Resort and Casino. At Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials and promotions, plus all of your favorite slots and table games. All right, let's get you right to it. And there's the radar. We're seeing that rain that's just to the north of us right now. So you can see a little bit of sprinkle activity just clipping extreme north Del Norte County, making its way into northwestern portions of Siskiyou County as well. So as this pushes eastward, you'll notice there's more activity starting to pop up on the radar here. So this is a little bit more to the south. So as that moves through by mid-morning, maybe some showers around Del Norte County. Then as that kind of that line here pushes eastward, eventually making its way into Siskiyou County, and then Modoc County eventually seeing some of those showers as well. So right now, yes, fairly dry, but those clouds have moved in, especially to the north, and eventually some showers for parts of Northern California as well. We'll take a closer look at Futurecast here in just a second. But it's a chilly start. You know, those of you saying it's sweater weather out there, yeah, especially in the mountains, right? Sweater weather in Alturas at 29 degrees. We're at 30 for Bernie, 28 degrees for Chester, and there's Quincy at about 33 degrees. Not so much sweater weather in the valley, although for some it may be, but we're talking mid to upper 40s there, even around 50, 51 degrees for Red Bluff, 50 in Willows, and 50 for Oroville. We've got 35 in Weaverville, 41 for places like Hayfork, and those mid to upper 40s along the coast right now. So we've got showers to the north today, as I mentioned, Del Norte, Siskiyou, and Modoc counties eventually today, with a slight warming trend over the next few days for the rest of us. Cooler and unsettled, especially by the second half of the weekend, and really even going into next week. Now, next week will be cooler. It'll be more unsettled with chances for rain, but looking at the long range, I'm just not seeing any big storms heading our way, so no major snowstorms, no major rain, with the exception of some decent rain hitting parts of the north coast here with some of these systems, and we'll take a closer look at that here in a second. There again is a satellite radar. We're just starting to see some of that rain and snow in southwestern Oregon right now, but eventually some of that to the south and west of that will move into parts of Del Norte County, Siskiyou, and Modoc County as well. In fact, let's take a look at the timing of that here. So here we are at about 10 o'clock this morning. We're just beginning to see it making its way into Del Norte County here, and then that will kind of push into Siskiyou County by around noon. But still, even around noon, Del Norte County is seeing that chance for showers. By around midday, we're starting to see some of that making its way through parts of Siskiyou County, like Wairika, Doris, even Mount Shasta City could see a shower out of this. By 3 o'clock this afternoon, it pretty quickly moves off to the east. We're dry for Del Norte County for the rest of the day. We're dry for central and western Siskiyou County for the rest of the day. But now it's beginning to make its way into Modoc County at 3 o'clock this afternoon. By about 4 o'clock, it pushes into central and eastern Modoc County. And you'll notice really all of Modoc County southward into extreme northern Lassen County, we're seeing that chance for some showers. And really even some decent rain coming out of some of this, especially to the north. And on the Warner Mountains, we could be looking at a little dusting of snow up there as well. Then by about 5, 6 o'clock this evening, it's gone. We're dry by tonight, and we're dry for your Thursday as well across the board. And that'll be the case for Friday. But Friday looks like some high clouds will come in for the first half of the day. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies for Friday afternoon. All right, let's take a look at the bigger picture now and longer range. There, of course, is that disturbance pushing through today, giving us showers to the north today. This area of low pressure, as it approaches, it's going to weaken. So the rain associated with it will also weaken, but we will remain dry through Friday. But you see this area of low pressure right here. We've got a trough of low pressure, colder air. All of this energy is going to be shifting eastward here as we go into the weekend. So Saturday, I think the leading edge of some of that rain may hit parts of the north coast Saturday afternoon. But everyone else still looking at dry conditions on Saturday. I think most of the rain is going to hold off until Sunday and into Monday. So here's this upcoming Sunday, trough of low pressure, cooler air pooling down. We've got that rain. Now, snow level is still probably fairly high, probably above 5,000 feet at this point. But even on Monday, we're seeing some of that colder air really begin to cool down, maybe some slightly lower snow levels, maybe between 4,000 and 5,000 feet with some of that snow and maybe some showers as well. But you see how it's kind of few and far between by the time we get to Monday. Now, by Tuesday, I think will be between systems. We've got this next one that could be impacting us by the middle to latter part of next week, giving us maybe another round of some rain and not to mention some snow too, as some colder air begins to cool down from the north. So bottom line, minus of course today some of those showers to the north, it's mainly dry through Saturday. Then starting Sunday through next week, we got a more cool and unsettled weather pattern moving in when you get that mixture of sun, some clouds, and chances for showers from time to time. So looking at, of course, today, there's the chance for that measurable rainfall to the north in Del Norte, Siskiyou, and Modoc counties. Then we dry things out for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then by Sunday into Monday, there's the next round of rain moving in. And I'm feeling more confident that we're going to see measurable rainfall for everyone. But guess what? That's where most of the rain is going to be. That's right, your typical footprint where most of the rain is along the coast, and especially in Del Norte County. And then as you progress eastward, we tend to see less rainfall, with the exception of the foothills and the mountains just east of the valley. A lot of times you get more of that orographic lifting where that storm system can kind of reestablish itself over some of those mountains to the east of the valley. But overall, again, don't take these numbers to be exact as we go through next Monday, but just know that starting to feel more confidence that we're going to start to see more of that measurable rainfall for all of Northern California. It just depends on where you are and how much you end up seeing. Don't take these to be exact either, but we're beginning to start to see the potential of some snow in some of those lower elevations. So I would anticipate that by around Sunday into Monday, we could see snow levels somewhere around 5,000 feet, give or take. So is it overdoing it for Bernie? Probably, but Chester, yeah, maybe seeing some light accumulation, maybe towards Alturas as well. Mount Shasta City, I think that'll be pushing it a little bit, as well as Etna, but you get the idea. It's beginning, the forecast models are beginning to pick up on that colder air and the potential for some snow as that rain moves through. And speaking of that colder air, the Climate Prediction Center has us in the cooler than normal category. And when we look at the long range, take a look at the 10-day outlook. Yeah, we're going to be right around or just above normal here through at least the first half of the weekend, but look at that big drop in the temperatures for next week. That's the cooler than normal conditions we were just looking at here. Temperatures kind of staying in the mid to upper 60s, maybe around 70 in some cases for the valley as we go into Sunday through next week. But once the temperatures drop, at least through next week, they're staying there. They're not going back up. So we're going to keep those temperatures below normal through next week. I don't think I hear many people complaining about that. Some beautiful fall weather heading our way. Now, with some colder air beginning to move in here, even tonight, there is a freeze warning for central western Siskiyou County for tonight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures dropping between 26 and 32 degrees. There's also a frost advisory for Humboldt County for tonight, with temperatures there in the low 30s. And to the south here, you'll also notice there's that freeze watch there. Bottom line, not even in just these areas, but if you live anywhere in the higher elevations, probably not a bad idea to cover any sensitive vegetation or plants. Make sure your pets have somewhere to sleep that's warm tonight. So just kind of keep that in mind here as we go into tonight and into tomorrow morning. Wave heights, they're not really changing a whole lot here for this afternoon or tomorrow, although tomorrow they increase a little bit here through the first half of the day before retreating again for Thursday afternoon. So marine forecast for your Wednesday. North winds at 10 to 15 knots, waves from the northwest at 3 feet at 5 seconds, and from the northwest at 5 feet at about 9 seconds. No small craft advisories. So for today, looking at your Trinity County detailed neighborhood forecast, Highway 299 corridor, temperatures in the upper 60s to about 70. Highway 3 north of Highway 299 around 70, give or take, and Douglas City about 73 degrees. Let's take you to the south, about 64 for High and Palm, 61 for Peanut. What you'll notice for almost everyone, it's dry through Saturday and better chances for showers coming in Sunday into Monday. However, the North Coast, we could see a chance for parts of the coast as early as Saturday, especially to the north, say central northern Humboldt, Del Norte County, seeing that chance for showers Saturday. But to the south, I think those chances will be slimmer on Saturday. better chances coming in on Sunday. Ferndale, 60 today, as well as Hyattsville and Rio Dell, about 58 degrees today. We take you up north. We have 59 for McKinleyville, 60 for Blue Lake. Now, Hoopa, I have included that chance for showers for you. You're kind of the extreme north end here where you just might see one of those showers in Delnor County, clip you, as well as Orleans. But otherwise, I think most of it will be confined in Delnor County. And then, of course, to the east of that into Siskiyou County as well. So there's that chance for showers for Crescent City. But Eureka, you'll be dry today. And then it looks like dry for Thursday, Friday. But then as early as Saturday, places like Crescent City, Eureka could see a shower, but better chances for heavier rainfall coming in Sunday into Monday. Siskiyou County, of course, to the north here, we're seeing this afternoon a chance for showers. So along the Highway 96 corridor, yeah, places like Happy Camp, Syed Valley, Horace Creek, all seeing that chance for showers today. Up towards Hornbrook, head to Gazelle, you could see a shower today as well. Even parts of Scott Valley, Fort Jones down to Etna, sure, yeah, maybe a stray sprinkler or light shower, but Callahan, most likely remaining dry through the day today. Let's take you off to central eastern Siskiyou County. Best chances for showers will be up to the north and east. As you head to the south, Dunsmuir, slimmer chances for that rain, but certainly not out of the question, as well as Mount Shasta City and McLeod. It's dry for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with more showers in the picture here by Sunday into Monday. Modoc County, places like Newell, Fort Bidwell, really all of Modoc County kind of getting caught up in that potential for those showers here late this afternoon and in the early evening hours. But dry for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then better chances for more rain coming in Sunday and Monday. Your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, it's dry all day today. Temperature of 62 degrees for Beaver, 66 for Bernie, and Paynes Creek about 71 degrees. And for Lake Almanor in Lassen Park, 69 degrees for Chester, Westwood about 66, and there you can see Lake Almanor West about 69 degrees. We take you to the south, Paradise a high of about 73 degrees, 64 degrees for Mineral, and Doyle a high of about 75 degrees. It's dry all day today, as well as the Valley. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. Our friends over there, Walgamuth Painting, the proud sponsors of your Valley neighborhood forecast. There you can see about 78 degrees for a high today in Los Molinos. I think some of us in the Valley could quite possibly touch 80 degrees, but for the most part, upper 70s here and dry through Saturday. And looking at that 7-day outlook for Redding, we're going to be up to about 78 degrees on Saturday and dry. But notice the temperatures dropping down to the upper 60s for Sunday. And I feel pretty confident that we'll see some measurable rainfall on Sunday, even for the Valley. Maybe even upwards of 1/4 of an inch, especially around the Redding area. And then as we head into Monday, chances for showers, although I think it's going to be a little bit more few and far between. And then we'll be between systems on Tuesday. Now, for now, maybe around Wednesday, Thursday of next week, could be looking at another chance for some rain making its way into the forecast. Well, that's going to do it for us today, folks. Hope you are enjoying your morning so far. It's definitely a little on the chilly side, and some beautiful clouds out there this morning, making for a beautiful sunrise. I'm sure we're going to see some beautiful sunrise photos on social media out there this morning, as we do have some clouds out there and some beautiful colors coming in from the clouds. Tracy is saying definitely a good morning for a nice wood fire. I would certainly say so. Deborah Ann is saying thank you. Well, I appreciate your thank yous. And of course, I'm glad to do it. I love doing what I'm doing here. Chappie is saying, loving this forecast, especially next week's weather. Yes, next week is going to be a lot cooler out there, and I do anticipate that we're going to be looking at temperatures really struggling to get out of the 60s for your daytime highs next week. It should be absolutely gorgeous when we're talking about those temperatures here. So that's going to do it for us this morning. Let's leave you with an image coming in from Lake Oroville. A beautiful sunrise picture there. We'll leave you some other photos. In the meantime, have yourselves a great Wednesday. It's hump day, folks. We're halfway through the work week, and we will see you tomorrow morning right here on Coffee with Krueger at 7 a.m. Have a great day.